Annihilate.
We'll be a traveling magic troupe.
Understood. In a trade war, the perfect hunter leaves no trace. Give up!
Light it up! Let's get this show on the road! Huh. It's nothing! Pyroclastic surge! Try and stop me!
Solidify! I will have order!
Your life is mine. Don't waste my time.
Rise with the sun! Now disappear! Here comes the finale! It's nothing! Burn it down! Yeah!
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to... Osmanthus wine tastes the same as Stay a while. So it...
The campaign begins.
Stabilize!
Light it up! Wrath from the skies! Incinerate!
Order guide you!
Step right up.
Pyroclastic surge!
weather like this is perfect for enjoying the outdoors. Wanna go for a spin? Here, hop on.
Gather!
And voila! Let's get this show on the road!
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Ha!
Solidify!
Full throttle!
Shine down!
Now disappear!
Wrath from the sky! Try and stop me!
Huh? Ooh. Huh? Ooh.
Time for a house call.
Okay, let's take a walk.
Woohoo! Let's go!
I will have order.
Mind the side effects.
Need a surfboard? Extinguished. Ha, yeah. 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 Let's ride.
Seems like an emergency.
Check this out. Best of luck.
Annihilate. Mine to wield.
Stabilize. Order guide you.
Let's ride. The doctor will see you now.
Solidify.
Carving waves. Let's shred, Sharky.
Mine to wield.
Mind the side effect.
Surf's up. Woohoo! Wah!
Extinguished. Power.
Yeah! The doctor will see.
Extinguished.
This is order. Gather.
Surf's up. Catch an epic wave. Whoosh!
Mind the side effect.
Mine to wield. Keep going.
Stabilize.
Carving waves. Woohoo!
Gather.
The doctor will see you now.
Stabilize.
Remember, health comes first.
Let's shred, Sharky.
I will have order.
Extinguished.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Amazing. Let's ride. The doctor will see.
Let's get to work.
What'd they do this time?
Solidify!
Stand with me! Catch an epic wave!
Have a safe trip! Let's begin. Gather! A moment, please. This is order.
Amazing!
Let's begin. Solidify! Way now. It's gonna get a little chilly.
Carving waves! Surf's up! Let's shred, Sharky! Lightning purified! Let's ride! Amazing!
Stabilize! A moment, please. I will have order. Gotcha. Way now. A moment, please.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Today's recommendation.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra Abbot. Today's recommendation is the steak.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like... See... Liyue's tourist spots.
Excuse me, Miss Layla? Miss Layla, shall we? It's fine. Yes. I wouldn't go that far. That's correct. I think it's quite... It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. However, perhaps it's... Don't worry, I will help her. Now, time to...
So sorry. I'm still registering the last customer.
What other monumental changes could be lying just around the corner?
Osman. This wine tastes... Same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
At last, the Sakoku decree has been repealed. Thank you, Almighty Shogun.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I
Oh, you're taking me out?
Will there be enough food? If not, I brought my own stash.
Come a little closer.
Open fire! Locked on!
Burn!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Fire in the hole!
It's justice o'clock! Hero! You ought to stand down! It's justice o'clock! It's justice o'clock!
Time for retribution!
You're in for a little.
Locked on! Open fire! Locked on!
Take the up!
Open fire!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little Let's spark things up a little.
Boof! Kapow!
Verdict is...
Hold on to your hats.
Ha! Bullseye! Bullseye! Antenna! Grant me strike! It's justice o'clock! Hurry up, Grassa! Can't stand losing.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Let's fly! Bullseye! da 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 da. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some... perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days.
wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
To the heat of the chase!
Today. You feeling okay?
Let's fly!
Oh. Baiju wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for you?
It's the traveler. She looks absolute, and she keeps
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall...
Huh?
Curses. Why don't you rest here? In the meantime,
Oh, must be a rare condition. Well, just get some rest. Traveler! Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut? What? Did you scratch? Nope. Nothing to... What? Oh. But then again, then it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Something is missing?
something?
The flesh remains whole.
Ah! What the? Right! Child's been looking.
Tell me. Tight-lipped, huh? You.
Hmm? We make this one.
Chef Mao, I'll take.
Coming.
At the end, if you want my help, now's the I was part of your soul is damaged.
Neither of the. Well, should we trust? She mentioned an abyssal. Yeah, Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what child?
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well,
so that's all we know, Miss Skirk.
so you couldn't disperse. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh,
Okay. She disappeared.
Wait, hold on.
Oh no,
I did.
we didn't. It was that.
You sure?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall, wearing a purple dress?
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the one. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't even Paimon was half Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. Whoa, what a... Huh. Looks like they're collecting something. What?
Fire in the hole! Locked on! Bullseye!
surrender and allegiance.
So, this is what they were collecting. Yeah.
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain together.
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixing? It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. Unlike you. Now,
Okay. Right. In our experience...
maybe it's a good thing the remains aren't just gone. They were very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. Something similar. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at source.
Wait, you mean... this...
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's something has been. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, no one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy, considering how much power this entity has stolen. We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's a well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve... Paimon's got it. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that Whoa! This place is what?
This is where I live. I suppose it is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months.
Ajax? So, a month here?
Yes, well, now. We just need to figure both your description and the thief who stole that fragment of your soul abyssal power can grant us. Okay, do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the info.
And you're saying that's not...
Depends on your perspective. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means a little abyss crystal that...
Dream...
It means experiencing whatever the... Since you haven't stuck with dream mirroring, every time...
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation to play it safe. I need-
Wait! You're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean... the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our saint?
Do as you want. You're already... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more...
Oh, she moves... So... last time some... Skirk seems pretty...
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have...
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching... Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka... Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've... You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need to use the human body as an analogy. Your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy. You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques, and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. 10,
dance with the waves!
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachitsutsu.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real...
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But...
Go get some sleep.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about...
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit, but I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge... Oh, and today... when it's time to...
Wait! Put on a coat at least, you'll catch a cold. You spoil that child, you know.
Ah, let the...
The stars shimmer mountains as far as the eye can see. Can't be the only. But.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve? We welcomed you with our finest.
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and to prevent them.
Well, let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
So happy to see you, sweet girl.
What happened?
This is the place.
Run, Skark! Your dad and I, my clever girl.
Whenever you remember.
Break down the... You! Stop singing! Shut it!
Oh, you're awake. I found a few clues while you were. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when.
Man, stay. New day, and well, except.
The way I see it, the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is the natural energy of Tevat, abyssal power. My master, the elemental energy of Tevat, a keen ups, call it respecting local norms. The abyss stands. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian room, so I've heard. But is purification just thinking out loud? True growth comes, so it's time. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can. Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Prepare to be blown away! Windblade! Be gone! Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Water jet!
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Go! Water jet! Water jet! Ha! Water jet! Go! Go! Ha!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
What is the secret to power? Longing. The fear of losing those you love. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to that fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer. Any minute spent missing home.
But, Master...
So it has not... Then pick up your after all. Good Skirk.
Cold.
These are signs. Each time that I now understand. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. You must learn. Get up, Skirk.
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that you... So...
From your training so far, you have gained better command of this. That's only part of it. Now, it's ready. Just like your...
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code? Strong emotions will always arise. How amused, but you don't. Let's begin. This is your final training session. Look. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet! Go!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of the first step to
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, you must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Stop. Let's pause. That's to be expected. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that, and sleep well knowing that you've earned it. Warriors will one mistake, one moment of hesitation, and just like that, all their blood, sweat,
Skirk is... Yeah, well, I heard Master...
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you...
Skirk, have you become a positive Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and be...
Run! Skirk!
Going around as the Conrians.
Well...
I know the pursuit. Ignore her
must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you! Of course you are! That's why Skirt... Ah, well, if you're a...
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Okay. It's Paimon's turn to sleep.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. When Ajax trained with me, you and I might never... Okay. I knew that was even with the dream. Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too since you've seen what— No. No. Several hundred each, but this is not— to become. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he...
You make it sound so easy. But it's been years now.
Well... Ajax, his situation is different than yours. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came. Children can't. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own... Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a... Wake up your companion. Oh, and...
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
More makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
Let's fly! Take me up! Locked on! Right! Open fire! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh? shiny. It's so pretty.
Let's fly. Wait. This is...
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding... Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
goes out. Surge. Ha. Yeah.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Extinguished. Mine to wield. Annihilate.
Whoa! Look at all these spikes! Careful! Don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Mine to wield. Ha.
Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
Ha.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is? Our opponent must...
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, our enemy took part... From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see. There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains. You asked me why this enemy chose you as his... Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been namely, break through my defenses and steal my power. No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul. Call it fate, if you want. I believe... In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, I'll cope. Well, done gorging. How did you get the I highly doubt you acquired that power through your desperate... Which leaves one...
Foul. Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than...
Just...
Look! It's bad!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning. Keep calm. Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath, but get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run! Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But... Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. It's called the all...
Yeah.
Your dragon friend's a different story, but I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. Exactly. And I believe that...
No way!
This isn't my...
Plus, how are you gonna get home? So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad.
Fair enough. Then take this. A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I'll leave the planning to...
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where? Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
Mora makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much Mora, huh?
from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Huh. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Ugh. Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
Ah! You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Oh, okay, fine.
Ugh, I noticed there was only one bet.
Wait.
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Ah, whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing. No. I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days. Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Be right back.
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember... I only managed to break... Call it... Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the... Oh, this river strength accumulates, but as you... And all she sees reflected in the river is a disgrace...
You must learn.
This isn't my first.
The answer to one. Let's follow the... Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever. Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as... Let's keep...
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. No one can become...
You wish me to travel...
Indeed. We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day,
why?
I have told you have taken but as living being, yet now...
That is what Skirk's... Of course, he could appear...
For certain reasons, I need to do that.
I'll let you in the scope of... We've made it quite a...
I have set your... No tears this time.
Can I ask a question, Master? I keep thinking.
I saved you. It has been too long. So...
But...
What you want matter among the
Yes, Master.
From that day forward, after some... It was not that... I almost don't want to reach the end. These are Skark's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. This is... There was so much... It was a space... Skark's parent. No one had it. Skark had skipped school that day, like so many times before. Countless people cried their lives were... If Sertology hadn't been there in that... Because she and her people... As the initial further research revealed that, over time, for that reason, senseless, isn't it? If those with power get to... No one wants to... Skarka's waiting over there. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation. Even if it takes her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in all those rejected impulses. Those discarded aspects of your past selves. They are a part of me now. I am who you...
You're wrong. Your existence makes me weak. Well, don't forget.
Even so, strip yourself...
The difference is that I allow you to... I've sheltered...
That is the... On the grand scale, think back to those nights of gazing at the stars. Those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back.
That isn't what we...
Exactly what...
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only...
Then look around. You cast a... Now?
And do you think that...
Thank you for saying... To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking.
Maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities. But also because, although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. I know. He's no longer into that, but he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that, I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of...
All right.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But the good news is...
Take me up!
Wish me luck. The fog is gone! Wait, isn't that the form the Alden... Really?
It's a subconscious to them.
Okay, Nervalette isn't...
Paradigm shift!
Wipe out! Go!
Extinguish! Mine to wield. Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
enough of my power? Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
Such power. Such keen battle instincts. So you must be...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry, this is the first time.
Hundreds?
Sounds like you and...
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted. I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die. Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood, yet
That does sound like some...
He was the first to... When I was... After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me...
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger.
Are you sure? Wise indeed. Nor I. You know as well. All that a veneer said.
Sounds...
Of course.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you were serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten.
Your heart?
Because, of course...
So, even with that whip, but that is...
You're right. I miss you. Sertal, I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist. using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your... It was the joy of a
Interest. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy. And my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think one where his opponent forces him to use all his... After which, for that very reason...
Perhaps you're right. What a battle.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain. I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sir Deloji once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death, if that's what you are hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps if we...
I will reach the top of this, and you...
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. Once again, Wow, today sure went by fast. It's night already.
Yes.
Great! Huh.
I suppose it's because the false stars, it's not real. Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches, though we gaze upon a false sky.
Ever since we met, she has filled If it's too big a job for one, we've met
I suppose when it... Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotion, I suppose fate, regardless, one without war. For this, we must all... Goodbye, traveler.
Bye! Is it just Paimon? Or is she Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue.
Hold on to your hats.
Take me up!
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra. Ad Astra.